Feeling good, feeling great. He got his Hennessy. We trying to set up the camera real quick, man. But we got a special guest in the building. Very special guest in the building, man. Before you walked in, we were having a conversation. We might have to put him up there. You were Drake before Drake had a shot. Singing, rapping, doing it well. Mr. Quan in the building, man. What's up? How you doing, bro? Hey, it's all good, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. So yeah, man, when H hit me up, he was like, yo, you know, I got a video I want to show you, man. We might can get this guy to come through. And I checked out the song, and I'm like, yo, I know this. You know what I mean? I know this record. I had Street Disciple. It's in the car right now, double disc, all that, you know. And I'll listen to the record. And listen to you, I kid you not, bro, the whole time, I didn't know that you were a singer. Didn't know it. So I'm listening to the raps, and I'm lost in the raps. And then coming back around, it's like, oh, but this brother got more than rapping. He got soul. So, like, I want to go back way before the Nas, way before all of that, and, like, the beginning. Like, where did you first know, like, this is something that you wanted to do? Like, when you felt you can be a part of this hip-hop culture?
It started with rapping first.
Word, okay.
To be honest with you, I think I really felt like I had it around 15.
Okay.
Cause I went to detention for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I got right.
Got right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
So it was during that time when you had an extended vacation, 6 months, and was it in that space where you figured out like this is something that I can do, or was it more so like that's when you discovered it when you were
that's when I got my swag. Like,
gotcha.
I started rhyming at 9.
Okay.
But when I felt like, okay, I could tell stories.
Right.
I can use metaphors. I can rap any kind of way, because I had aunts and uncles who were hip hop heads that would challenge me, especially like my Uncle Zoe.
No, you can't roll over that. So you said you had like uncles that would challenge you. What? So we battling at like 9, 10 years old with your uncle? Like, what's going on with the challenge?
Like, challenge me. Like, sit here and write about this, or I dare you to write about that, or you heard the way Tretch was rapping on that record, you think you could do that?
Pushing you towards it. And so it was always around.
And I came up around some, like Jay was around. I was watching Jay. I had a personal rapport with them over there. Right. So that was watching him, and I remember mimicking him as a youngin'. You know, this was before.
Yeah, early.
Yeah. After a while, once like Biggie and them came and I was about 17, it was that. But I yearned I yearned to be the best. I didn't want to do nothing else. That's all I wanted to do.
Like, I've had these conversations with people, man, when they talk about not having like a plan B. You know what I mean? Like, the one thing that I truly appreciate about now, like the youth now, they're quick to be like, no, this is what I love, so I'm just doing this and I'm focusing on it. Whereas another generation, you know, parents might tell you not go to school or, you know, go get you a trade, but for you, this was always your center focus. Always your center focus. What about that did you bring with you now up to this point?
It's a career, you know. That's what matters. Right. It's a career, and if you treat it like that, and you respect your lane, you can make a living off of it. You can make a living off of it. Right. Because 5,000 people that's willing to give you $10 of their money a year is 50 grand, man.
You get it.
I know some chicks that got 4 kids that's taking care of everybody, 25, 30 a year.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You said something important just then, man, because that is the truth. Like, all you need is a small base consistent base that's gonna hold you down.
For sure.
Like 5,000 people willing to give you $10 a year. We talking about a year. That's 50 grand. Now imagine if those 5,000 people decide to like spend a little bit more and go up to 30. You know what I mean? So it's your way of thinking shows me like you've had the longevity in this game. So when did you officially start your career? Like your first commercial record that you put out?
The first commercial record was with Nas.
Okay.
That was
2004, something like that.
That was 04. In the 04, top of 05.
All right.
And you know, a few features. Once I really started getting real checks,
Right.
it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
So with the music industry now, right? For people that's watching that may not know, like, the real truth about the music industry is that it's not you're not always going to be like this, right? It's not always going to be the same thing. Sometimes you're going to be up, sometimes you're going to be down. But you say you're making a career out of it. So how have you able to stay consistent? You know, since 2004 coming in the game up to now, it's 2017. We're 13 years in the game. How are you able to stay consistent?
As an artist or just having some type of...
Well, as an artist.
One, being original and concentrating on making timeless music and studying the greats. But the blessing for me is that I study music and I do music. It's not just hip hop.
Right.
Like I respect my lane. Like I don't compromise who I am. Like I could do an R&B record, but when you hit an R&B record, once you find out it's me, then you know, like, okay, that's him. He didn't jump out of his lane to be somebody else. Quan can do that. It's a natural thing.
Right.
I could turn around and me and Esco could bang out a trap record. I'm still gonna be spitting about what Quan spit about. I'm an artist.
And it's coming from your experience.
And I fuck with the culture.
Right.
Because I can relate to that. So
I want to get into, you mentioned Biggie earlier, man, and some stuff that's kind of going on right now is one of the landlords, the mural, the Biggie mural, they were talking about tearing it down. You know, like the landlord wanted to put holes in the building and basically up the ante, like, you know, it's real estate in New York and he want to make more money. For somebody that, you know, hip-hop culture is so important to you, man, like, how do you feel about with that piece of history that we're seeing possibly taken away?
there's more than one way to look at it.
This is interesting. No, I think I kind of see where you're about to go with it.
There's more than one way to look at it, man.
Right, okay, so like break that down for me. I think I know what you're saying.
Okay. That man probably don't give two fucks about who Biggie is.
Right.
All he know is this
Green.
spray paint on my building is depreciating my damn property.
Right.
And me and my family need that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I deal with realism and actuality, those who really got a problem with it come together and buy the building and give the man the bag that he wants. Other than that,
Right.
you can't tell that man nothing about eating. I deal with realism and actuality. And the bag that he talking about, I know for a fact, me and my niggas done did far worse for far less. So you can't say nothing about what that man trying to do. Except take pictures of, take the flyest picture you can, blow that shit up as big as you can.
Right.
You love Biggie, get a mural put in your crib.
You speaking my language though. You speaking my language because it's at the end of the day it's business. He owned the property. So pull your resources together, somebody said something about like why can't like a Biggie, I mean not Biggie, but Diddy buy the building if it's that serious, you know what I mean? And then so when I heard that, it made me think like, well, is it that serious for, you know, is it that serious for Diddy? Diddy got the bag, he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Hov got the bag, he can do it too. Is it that serious, or is it like, is it something else to talk about? You itching, man. Come on, talk to me, Quan. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Bullshit, man. That shit make me cringe. Man.
Right.
Like, that's like, so y'all gonna tell me what kind of rims I should put on my car? Or you gonna tell me what kind of clothes I should make my child wear?
Right. For you, like, those elements of business, like say you're a thinker, you know what I mean? So you're thinking beyond what everybody's seeing. Like we're seeing here, and you're looking past that. Like what are some things that you feel for a young person watching this, man, that they can kind of take away with it and learn more, not necessarily about the game of hip hop, but like the game of life, to take with them?
Repeat that one more time.
No, just the game of life. Like, you know, you're a thinker, and so as opposed to just looking one way, thinking about how to get money. You know what I mean? Like, what's the other way? And we talking. Let's keep it PG-13. But you know what I'm saying? No, you good. I'm messing with you. But you know, some other ways to like stay afloat and to keep business going. You know what I mean? Like some positive thinking things.
One, find something that you love, that you don't get tired of, and turn it into a check. What I mean by that, if you're crazy about sneakers, learn how to redo them and design them and sell them on the internet. You know what I'm saying? If you love to draw, sell it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and be on your business. You know, keep God first, and after you realize that, then it's make 10, save 5, 9 if you can. You know, if you making 100,000 a year, live like you make 50 to 75,000 a year. Cause tomorrow ain't promised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's that. And never stopping. Never stop. No matter what. Just like prime example. I had the record come out with Nas. That was my biggest record. Mm-hmm. Signed a major deal. You know, toured the country. The beautiful thing is that it wasn't just a hit record, it was a classic record. And it put me in the history books as being a pioneer of what most are really successful at today. Rapping and singing on some urban shit. Keeping that blend lane, you know, bringing that together. And that's a blessing to be a part of that, because it could be nothing. But outside of that, I had great mixtapes, and I'm a well-loved, well-received, and respected artist. Even if everybody don't know me, those that do,
the work speaks for itself.
And I'm thankful for that. I know if I died today, the world gonna play my music, and they gonna talk about me. I'm in the books. I'm more than just a street nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm a lot more than that. My mother and my kids got that. I'm in the book, so nobody can take that away from me. One of the greatest, well, a couple of the greatest of all time said that I was one of the sickest MCs that they had ever heard in their life.
Your job is done.
You know, but outside of that, what I did, I learned how to work Pro Tools.
Right.
You know, I got better at production. I invested in my own equipment. Got placements, been getting placements in movies. Just had a movie come out, Generation Iron 2. Had the 2 biggest records on the movie soundtrack that just came out May 12th. Right before that, the Hurt Business movie had the Warriors Way theme, big documentary about MMA fighting. Great videos, doing great numbers, man.
Right.
Momentum building. Fresh move to Georgia. Connected with some G's, some good people.
How was that move? I do want to go there because like you from Virginia, right?
I'm originally from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Bridgeport, Connecticut. Okay, and so.
But most of my life has been South Carolina.
Yeah, so you've been in the South for the most part. Then you've been in the South.
Yeah, but I be.
But you moving.
I be everywhere.
Yeah. You just mentioned, man, like moving here to Georgia, right? What's the biggest, I guess, shift for you, man? Like being somebody you on the move, and like Georgia. I know personally, Georgia tends to be a little bit slower than other places. Is that the case for you?
I don't think Georgia's slow.
Really? Well, hold on. You gotta leave outside of Atlanta. We're talking about outside of Atlanta. You got it outside of Atlanta. Atlanta's cool. You hit 75.
Slow what aspect? Give me something.
Okay, I'll put it like this, right? I'm from Macon. Macon like an hour away from here, right? Whenever I go home, the things that I'm used to doing up here is just like, when I go home, everybody seems to still be doing the same thing.
Surviving.
Not even surviving. I'm just talking about like, at some part we have to progress in like, not just our thinking, but just in our action, right?
Depends on what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
Okay, if you talking about killers, drug dealers, robbers, pimps, they doing what they want to do. They don't care what your opinion is. That's how they get in their bag. So ain't no talking to them. They want to talk. They want to hear Jeezy, Future,
right.
And everybody else is talking about selling dope because that's how they survive. So you might not agree with it. You might see something totally different, and they might know everything that you know, but that's not their wave. You understand what I'm saying?
I get it 100%. I guess my thing is, how do we move past that? You feel me? Because like, I understand survival completely, but at some point we have to be like, all right, we ain't gotta sell dope, we ain't gotta kill, we ain't got, you know what I mean? Like, at what point do we move past that? That's where I want to go to.
If all I'm saying, I'm being devil's advocate.
Yeah, no, you good. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like, okay, of course, we would tell the youngins, hey, don't do what we done.
Right.
This is why. You got that youngin that's gonna take that and run with it. He could be in the middle of the projects, around dope all day, but that's what he chose to do. You might have the few that's lucky to dribble a basketball, you know, the few that go into the military, the other ones that they can't even phantom leaving their hood. I'm right here where I'm familiar with everything, and I've been getting money since I was 12 years old doing it this way. I've been selling coke to Auntie Bessie up the street since I was 13. I know she get paid twice a month, and that's an automatic $250 every time she get paid. He not hearing nothing that you talking about. That's how he got his J's. Now, how is he slow? This is my thing. If he riding crazy, if he dressing in latest fashions and designer, if he in the club, these youngins walking around with bags, dripping. They doing everything that you see the rappers doing that the world say hot. So he's slow. He don't feel he's slow. He winning. You just ain't for it. I'm just saying.
No, and I get that.
So for the person he's willing to take them risks. You understand? She's willing to take them risks. Now that we separate the wolves with the wolves, the sheeps with the sheeps. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now, and what I mean by sheep is a person that decides to do society's standard, which is deemed the right thing to do. Like, okay, me, myself, I keep a balance of what's right and what's wrong. When I get to talking about doing something to somebody and I'm expressing that, it's because somebody did something that they ain't have no business doing, you know? Or I heard about somebody doing something that they ain't have no business doing. Or I'm thinking about what would get me started if somebody did something that they ain't have no business doing.
Right.
But it's from that aspect of not being a troublemaker. You see what I'm saying? I stand on that. I go back and I talk about certain things because that's my life. To each his own, but I don't. What everybody else do, I just tell them find your lane, and if you really love it, work at it, and respect your fan base and your people. You know what I'm saying? One fan a day, because one fan makes 2, makes 10, makes 100, and as long as you do your due diligence and respect your craft and stay current, but true to yourself, that's a career for you.
Do you think it's in today's climate in the music industry, do you think it's worth getting into, like, fresh into now? Like
the music game?
Yeah.
Why not? If you can do it, why not? You only got one life to live. Who the hell is you or me or anybody to tell anybody don't do what you want to do in life?
Right.
You can offer your opinion, but if that's that person's goal, so be it.
See, I'm right there with you. Also, Ned, I say, like you said, find out early, like super early.
But some people find out late.
We're gonna play devil's advocate. We're gonna go back and forth like this all day long. I like this guy. I like him a lot. But what I'm saying is like, I guess I'm looking into the time, like, wasting.
Me personally,
right?
And I think in 99% of the case, you don't have to.
You're making a choice.
You make a choice.
Making a choice, right?
At some point, you make a choice. But you could be a good guy or a snake. So no matter what I did, prime example, I'm gonna keep it blood raw with you.
All right.
Boom. Robbery charges, uses of a firearm, malicious woundings, possessions of a firearm, all types of all type. Yeah. Murder charges, all of that. I could go to any one of my family members' house and sleep there.
Because they know you.
They leaving babies, money around, all of that. It's some cousins that probably went to college, can't go nowhere near their house.
I see what you said. Right.
They ain't play the field. I had principle. That's what I'm saying. Morals and values. I was still a good guy. And for the wrong decisions that I made, I paid for. I did my time. You understand what I'm saying? Everything else, though, was righteously done. So I have my regrets, but I might not have no remorse. You understand?
That's good. So this current music, because I can have this come back. We can talk like this all day long. We really can talk like this all day long. But the music, right? I do want to get to the music because I know you here for the music as well. So the Tainted record, that's the
official single.
That's the official single, right? Now I gotta ask you, because I saw the artwork. I haven't had a chance to watch the video, so we're gonna watch the video together. All right.
Cool.
But what's up with the mask, man? You gotta, like, I saw the artwork. I listened to the record too, but I saw it and I'm like, can I give you my interpretation?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Please.
All right, so I'm looking at this, right? And for y'all that see, we'll make sure y'all get a chance to see it. But I'm looking at the picture and I'm assuming that you're looking in the mirror. What's going on?
Can we get a chair so my bro could pull up too?
Yeah, can you yeah, we'll get it set up for. But you know, I'm looking at the artwork at the video. Okay, so cool. So we'll go to the video. But before we go to the video, I'm gonna give you my thing. Then I'm gonna watch it with you and make sure see if I'm right. So I'm looking at the artwork, right?
Yeah.
On one side, I see, you know, guy like he living every day, but he looking at. To me, I think this is a mirror. I don't know if this is a mirror or not. Okay, so I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing him in a mask, but the mask is like skeleton. And I see you appropriately have the shirt on. I don't know if you did that on purpose or what. I don't. What?
Oh, we can get into that.
Okay.
That's kind of crazy, but we can get into it.
But you know, but I'm seeing that and it's kind of like he's seeing his reflection in the mirror, but I don't want to say like he's seeing his demons in the mirror, but I'm looking at him like there's some things that got to be worked out. There's some things. You looking at me? Come on, man! Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like. But you know, what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He looking in the mirror like he got some things to deal with. He's seeing some demons. He's seeing some things, some skeletons in his closet or whatnot. Like his past maybe. That's what I'm looking at. Am I close or am I like off?
Nah, you're dead on.
Okay, all right.
And
I feel a little bit
better. It's some more to it.
Okay.
In a short fashion, and just so people know, when you see me come out on stage, and you see half of my face or my whole face painted like that, you know what I'm saying? And if you really feel it, you can paint your face too.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? To let me know that you really with me. But I'm gonna tell you what the mask is about.
All right, so hold it. Let's watch the video so all the people can be along with us. But take it to the video. Introduce your video. Tell you.
This is the official first single off of my Point of No Return album called Tainted.
All right, cool, man. We'll be back. Good Hennessy Show. Last name good. Take over Hollywood Hennessy all the way on the West Coast, man. Out there in San Diego, trying to. He ain't here, so I'm here. I'm here with the home. And we got Travis Esco right here. I got it right. All right, cool, man. So look, we just watched the Tainted video, and off camera, Quan was telling me I was almost there. I was almost there with my description, man. So like, kind of rehash that conversation that we were just having, like your breakdown of what the video is about, and also the artwork.
Yeah, I'm very candid and open about my life. The things that I know won't have them people knocking at me and my people, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very black and white when it comes to life,
right?
And certain decisions that I made. But this is my guy. We got a movement. We real strong. Georgia raised.
Georgia raised. Hold
yeah.
On, I know you looking for something. I'm gonna take a cup. I ain't gonna leave you out there hanging like that. I see you were trying to do something, man. I was like, look, let me find something real quick. Oh man, I'm tripping. Here go the ashtray right here. There you go. Cool. You grab that cup back, man. I gotta get the set looking back like it's supposed to be. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, man. But so, Georgia boy, you Georgia boy for real?
Well, yeah, I'm a Georgia boy. I'm from Louisiana.
Okay.
Baton Rouge.
Okay. Oh, we just had somebody here from no, he's from Lafayette. Had somebody here from Lafayette. Yeah, for sure, man. So talk to us real quick, man. What's going on with you? How did y'all connect? What's the connection right here?
Just love, man.
Word.
Love and respect. You feel me? I see he hustling. He doing what he doing, man. When I seen what song he made, I was just like, oh man.
Yeah.
It's the one, you feel me?
Right.
So I had to pay respect. And we had to work. We did collaboration. We got the same management.
Okay.
And we just a humble dude, man. Great.
You gotta have the right people around you, man. It makes the world of a difference when you have the right people around you. So going back to the, I know we're trying to get this thing right. Yeah, it should sit right there.
Yeah, I'm catching hell.
Talk to me real quick, man. The record, we just watched the video and the album Point of No Return coming soon. So we have an official date for the project. What's going on?
This is the thing. Real talk. Short story. Tainted is a classic record. I know that in my heart. I know that they love it in Texas. Everywhere they heard it. People crazy about it. The video, all of that. So my thing is, I don't want to push past that. I really want to work that record.
Right.
But I do want to give the people more music. But I'm gonna keep spearheading Tainted, you know. But I got more things coming out because I'm gonna stay true to the campaign, you know. And I'm gonna bring that album, man, probably about August. Realistically, like August. You know what I'm saying? Put the final touches on it and fly that out and get to working on.
I like what you said though, man. Like having the single and working it. Like you taking this single different places and people, they love the music. So why move away from it? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You gotta work the music.
And we not.
Yeah.
We not stopping. And we strong. And there's power in numbers. You know. And leaders came together. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that's respected in different states, in different areas, you know, that are good stand-up guys came together. And like bro said, it was love. It was natural.
Right.
I'm talking about, it was crazy. Like I met bro, he management, head of umbrella firm. You know what I'm saying? We open and make ways to do business with anybody on any level. It ain't no little homie, big homie. It's all brothers, and we respect each other's wisdom for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's what it is. And it's crazy because, you know, I hear Six Flags, Get More Cash, Travis Esco. I heard his music. I genuinely like his music.
Bro, hold up. Can I? I ain't mean to interrupt you, but you did, because you said Six Flags earlier.
Six Flags, Get More Cash, man.
Man, hold on now. Now, see, look. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I know what Six Flags is, but I think this is something completely different.
Huh?
It's something completely different.
Man, I'm from Six Flags, Six World.
Okay.
Six Life, however you want to describe it.
Got it.
It's my hood. That's why I was raised at. When
Got
I came
you.
out.
Okay. That's all. I was trying to see the connection, man. Okay.
And they loyal. Now, the roots that he come from, like I know members of his family and people that he kicked it with prior to even meeting him. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about back even when I was signed to Atlantic and I would come out here. When Nas lived out here, when Bubba Chuck, Allen Iverson was living out here.
Right.
Ook was living out here, Mike Vick. You know what I'm saying? You know, we all from the same hood.
Right.
Like, I've been around when Meech and them was running around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to come through. And so that's where the connection was at amongst good people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we all believe in the same thing. It's all good music. You know what I'm saying? California, we strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia, we strong.
Right.
Louisiana, we strong. His family's strong down there. Virginia, Connecticut, New York, strong.
It makes things easier when you move in the record. You know what I mean? Like you got places that you can go and you got people that can vouch for you in those areas.
So,
you get them pull up.
So tell people if they ever see us, you know what I'm saying, in the state, and they see us pull up 50 or 100 strong, it's no drama. It's all love. Don't nobody get nervous.
Right.
Because at any given moment, we 20, 30 deep on a light night. But it's nothing. Listen, it's nothing to be alarmed.
No problem, man.
You probably, you know, you'll never see so much black and white, red and white, blue and white, all together in your life. You know, just please be gentlemen. You know.
For sure. So look, man. Before we get out of here, you said so August, the album around August. But right now, the movement is Tainted. So.
My single is Tainted. Bro's single is Street Lights.
Okay.
I gave that to y'all.
Okay, for sure. So look, tell the people, man, how can they connect with y'all, man? How can they, if they want to get the single, what's the best way to go and do that now? All of that. It's your time right now. I'm gonna be quiet. This is y'all go. Shoot.
You can catch me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud at Don for Quan. DonFerquan. My YouTube is Quan QUAN 757 BN. You can go to you can catch Bro, give me your tag.
You catch me at IG Getmo Esco, GETMOESKO. Facebook Travis Esco, Twitter Travis_Esco. Follow my Snapchat Travis Esco 1482. Just a whole lot of Six Flags.
UmbrellaFern.com. Kings Nation. Get more cash from VA to GA. CT. Shout out to my brother Young Dex, hard spitter. My son Young King Cream, he coming. And you know, salute to the real, man. And know that we ain't tripping. We come to make great music. Shout out to that No Legs mixtape. Coming from Travis Esco.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, man, it's a good Henderson show, man. The last name good takeover. Y'all tell Hollywood Henderson he missed out. He would have enjoyed it. He would have enjoyed it.
It's been a long,
Let's get it.
long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. I was born by a river in a little tent. Oh, and just like that river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. And y'all already heard what it is, man.
Bro, I was gonna try to do some social media, and I just realized I don't have no social media apps on my phone. I can't even download that on my phone right now. Shout out to Apple, man. It's all good. Hey, man, see y'all next week. Good Henderson show.
LiveHipHopDaily.tv